Good morning, Year 1, and welcome to the third English lesson of the week. So today we are looking at the instructions section of your recipe. So we're going to be looking at how you tell somebody what they need to do in order to make a fruit salad. But before we do that, we're again going to be having our grammar session. So go get your whiteboards and whiteboard pens, and when you're ready, we'll start. Okay, so again today we're looking at writing compound sentences, and these sentences today are going to be linked not to the work you're doing today, but it's preparation for your work on Thursday, because we're going to be looking at pizzas. But before we start, have a go at telling your grown-up everything that you know about compound sentences. And grown-ups, start the video again when you're ready. Right, well done, Year 1. I bet you've got all of these by now. So first up, capital letters to start, then there's full stops to end the sentence, finger spaces to show where the words begin and end. You need to be writing on lines. You need to make sure your sentence makes sense. And finally, for it to be a compound sentence, you need to be using conjunctions, and, but, or, so, or because. Okay, so here we go. Here's today's task. Again, I want you to write and read back a compound sentence, and what you've got today is you've got to describe this pizza, and there's lots and lots of different toppings that have been used. Don't worry about the percentages, that's just something that was being reported here, but grown-ups, you might find that quite interesting. And so we've got our success criteria. You need to be using full stops, you need to be using capital letters, you need to be concentrating on the conjunctions today. You need to be using the finger spaces, you need to be writing on a line, and here's some simple connectives that you could be using. Okay, so it's over to you. Okay, so as for the last couple of days, here's some examples of what the steps look like. Now, today, I want you to have a look at this, and I want you to identify the kind of features that we've listed down here that you will be using yourself. They're all there today. So, over to you. And when you're ready to start, I will quickly highlight those features that you're going to be trying to use yourselves in your own independent writing. Okay, so one of the things we spot almost immediately is there's a full stop. Full stop at the end of the first sentence and at the end of each other sentence. So those are your full stops. So you could tick those off when you come to your own writing. Then, to go with them are capital letters. Where do we find capital letters, Year 1? Yeah, that's right at the start of every sentence. So it's managed to do them as well. So far, it's a brilliant set of instructions. Now, we're looking for a subheading, and the subheading is underlined at the top. It says instructions to make it clear what it is, so they've managed to get one of them as well. Now, numbers are the next feature. Can you spot the numbers? Bet you did. They're right at the beginning and they're indented so that you can see where the information continues. So that's been done as well. Bossy verbs. Bossy verbs, I'm going to underline a few of them. So the first one is here right at the beginning of the first sentence, and there's another one at the second. But also don't forget, you'll find them after connectives. So there's a fry there. And then there's a stir there, and there's a tip there. Okay, so they're throughout. So yep, bossy verbs have also been achieved. Finger spaces, yeah, there's finger spaces, you can see them. And we'll have to give it the benefit of the doubt because there aren't any lines, but it looks pretty straight. So I would say that's been written on lines as well. So those are the skills you need to be doing. Now, today you need to be thinking about the steps involved in making a fruit salad. So you will probably want to talk over each sentence with your grown-up, and if possible, having a go at actually doing the fruit salad or remembering what you did last week would be a really good way of doing it. Alternatively, you could get out play equipment and you could have a play at making the fruit salad. It's up to you. But whatever you do, what I'm hoping you'll end up with will be starting like this with instructions, and then one followed by a bossy verb, which might be get. Okay, so for example, I might be doing get the different pieces of fruit together. 2, choose one and cut it into pieces. 3, choose a second one, this time the apple. 4, when you've finished cutting up all the different fruit, put it into a bowl. 5, pour in the fruit juice. 6, put into the fridge for a while. And 7, eat and enjoy. But it's up to you. It's up to you what fruit you use, what order you do things, but try to remember to use all the pieces of equipment and all the stuff that you've chosen to go into your fruit salad that you put in the various sections we've done over the last 2 days. Okay, so over to you again.